Yeah. All that, and I didn't even look at the intro. We'll just stop that right there. Welcome to the North Shore 9 post-game show. No, that's not what's happening. Welcome to NS9 Live. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we have Ty. We are 11 minutes late. We have the wrong intro. This is going to be a great show.
Yeah, what's going on?
How you doing,
Tyler? I'm here, man. Great intro. I don't know. It's, you know what? It's a good fit for the way the Pirates play baseball.
There it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Pirates are off today, so they didn't lose their 7th in a row. So there's that. But we have a good show for you. Do you know why we have a good show for you, Tyler?
It might be some beautiful fella from the West Coast, but I just assumed it was some fella from Lisbon, Ohio that was going to make it great. But I guess we'll just take the guy from somewhere out west.
Yeah, I mean, Colin's going to be on. Colin Beazley from the Post-Gazette, he's going to be on. And, of course, that is special. That is one reason why it'll be a good show. The greater reason, though, and no shade to Colin, but the greater reason is Jim's not with us once again. It is just you and I, Ty.
I'll be honest, Jim has gone on so many vacations in the last, 2 weeks that it just feels like he's never here.
Right. That's what it is. That is what it is. But, hey, like I said, no complaints.
No, it's a beautiful night.
It actually is where I'm at. It's a very beautiful night.
Dude, it's so
Got a
hot
fresh
here.
cut today, too.
I am sweating my balls off. It is so hot.
Glad to hear that from you. Anyways, though, but let's get into the show a bit here. We are going to wait for Colin to come on. Colin had a good piece about what's going on. We'll talk to him today, talking about the team, the frustrations, blah 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 blah. We'll talk about some All-Star selections, Jack Suwinski being back, Tommy Pham, the best player the Pirates have ever seen, all kinds of stuff. So let's do this. Let's start off with the All-Star game. So Paul Skenes has been selected. He is going to be the lone All-Star contributor this year so far, but probably as well as final. I can't
who else are you gonna name?
I guess that they'll
Bednar could probably be an option. Bednar's been good.
I could see Bednar or Santana. One of the relievers coming on, maybe both, but maybe one. But that's it. That's it. It stops there.
Right. Hitter wise, we gone.
No. No. Just stop.
Yeah, we're good there.
There's 2 players that are above average hitters, and one is 38 years old, so he's not going. Nick Gonzalez ain't gonna go, and yeah. But I guess theoretically another one is attending in another manner. It's gonna be Oneil Cruz. He's gonna be the home run derby.
Very true.
So Oneil Cruz will be partaking in the events, not in the actual All-Star game, but he will be in the home run derby. And buddy, I got to tell you, I am excited for that.
This is going to be the first home run derby I've watched since Pedro Alvarez. I don't give a shit.
You don't watch them?
No, I don't care about them. I think they're stupid and
really
boring. No, they ruined it all. It's dumb now. I don't like the timer. I hate all of it. I hate the way they do it. I hate it. But I will watch this year.
I'll tell you what. That's a fair point. And actually, everyone in the chat, let us know what you think about the home run derby. Because I'll say this, I wasn't too thrilled with the change. It's not that I hate it, but there's just something that's the way it used to be. Just, yeah, I'm kind of with you. It also took forever still.
Yeah, we're not speeding it up. It's stupid. I hate the way they do it. But I will watch this year.
Well, there you go. I'll watch. I'm ready to watch Oneil Cruz hit some bombs.
That's right. We got the Bucko. I guess like 5 people that watch the Pirates still. We're all going to be tuned in.
So just here.
There's more than 5. They're all watching us.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Yep. But no, I mean, again, that's pretty cool. So tell me your thoughts. Paul Skenes. Is he going to start? Or is it going to be Zach Wheeler?
Should. It's Paul Skenes. Paul Skenes should start every All-Star game his entire career.
I don't hate that.
Like,
I don't hate that.
Like,
well, I mean, it's not can we do it. It's can he do it? And I'm not going to bet against him.
Like, if we go 2 years in a row, you might as well just let it ride. Paul Skenes started an All-Star game every single year. Done.
I mean, he started his rookie season. Like he had like 7 starts under his belt, and he was the starter that year.
Yeah.
And then like this year too. I mean, there's a legit argument. I mean, Zach Wheeler's having a fantastic season.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic pitcher, and he's having actually one of the better seasons he's had as a Philly. You know, and he's a Cy Young winner. So I mean, there's definitely a battle there. Who's going to start? Of course, you know, Pirate fan and whatever. I mean, I'm pulling for Paul Skenes, but no shade to Zach Wheeler. And if he does start, I also get it. And he's with the Phillies, and they're winning, and you know all that other stuff that the Pirates can't do.
Yeah, but you know what the worst thing in the world will be is if we're 10 years down the line, Paul Skenes just does what Paul Skenes does. And the 1 year he doesn't start an All-Star game is because we just let Zach Wheeler do it. Get the hell out of here. Let Paul Skenes start every All-Star game ever until he's a bad pitcher.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Yep, I made that up right now. We're doing it.
There it is.
I'm signing the petition.
Martin says he's going to the Futures game. That's pretty cool.
Go.
Have some fun, buddy.
Cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this. Our boy Colin's here, unlike Jim. Colin is here. Let's go ahead and bring Colin on. Straight from Minnesota. Having fun?
Having fun. Sorry to make you guys wait. Happy to be here.
Yes. It was your fault we were late.
Yes, my fault.
Yeah, definitely yours.
Yes. Blame him, everybody. It wasn't on us.
Colin, were we waiting on like someone to give us our bill, or were we like, you know what? You know when that never happened? At the sushi restaurant in Chicago, where they just ran that little conveyor belt and we just picked it up, and they had a robot come over to us. Maybe you need to pick better spots.
The robot was right there. Gave us the bill when we wanted. We could order sushi whenever.
It was great.
Make us order. Didn't make us wait to order. Couldn't ask for anything more. Great service.
Got to be on a podcast on time. Whole thing.
Ideal situation there. Perfect world. Perfect world.
Nice. Well, Colin, welcome back to the show. We wanted to bring you on. Of course, you had an article out there. Everyone wanted to go read it, but a lot of frustration brewing from the Pirates, the clubhouse, Bailey Falter, no surprise. You know, why don't you go and tell us a little bit about what's going on with that clubhouse right now? What's the vibes?
Yeah, it's certainly a frustrated clubhouse. If you haven't read my article, kind of some takeaways from yesterday is that Bailey Falter's post-game scrum was the shortest we've seen from any pitcher, any player, anyone during this entire season. Lasted 21 seconds. I asked him 3 questions. He responded with a total of 10 words. Bailey is not someone who traditionally goes very in-depth on quotes, but it was a different level of frustration than we've seen from him. And we've asked him questions after some tough starts this year too. So it was a little bit different from him, and that's kind of just because of the 6-game losing streak and where the Pirates are. Tommy Pham, he's been playing really well, batting .444 since June 22nd or 23rd, best hitter in baseball over that span. He doesn't even want to talk either. He's doesn't particularly want to talk after the losses, and I get it after what he's been through this year, but considering he's someone that's playing well, the fact that he's not particularly interested in talking as well is something there. And it's not just the frustration we're feeling is not just media griping. You can certainly tell it's been quiet clubhouses. It's been downcast faces, just a general vibe in that room, especially after the games during that Kansas City series. I can't speak for Seattle, but during that Kansas City series, it is definitely a different feeling than the previous long losing streak earlier this season. Like, it's not as bad as it was, but it's still not a very happy clubhouse during this losing streak.
I guess that's where I'd take it there. Like, can you compare where they're at right now as a clubhouse compared to maybe the end of Derek Shelton's tenure? Because with Don Kelly, this is probably as bad as it's gotten. This is the worst stretch they've had with Don Kelly. Yeah. Where does this compare to towards the end of the Derek Shelton era, where it felt like everybody was done?
With Don Kelly, this is as bad as it's gotten. It is nowhere near where it was with Shelton. They are upset. Players are frustrated. It's not the same vibe. It seems like more – whereas with Shelton, you kind of knew something was about to happen and Shelton was on his last legs, whether that was the St. Louis series before, whenever. You kind of knew that it was about to reach some sort of breaking point when that led to Shelton getting fired. Here, it's not the same. It seems like players are simply frustrated they're not playing well. It seems like pitchers are frustrated when they make a mistake. And Falter being frustrated when he's not executing. It doesn't feel like they're mad at everything. It's definitely different and nowhere near as bad as it was. But it's still,
not like
not
and again, I'm not there, but it's not like I would assume it's not like we all hate being here right now. Because I feel like at the end of Derek Shelton's tenure, if I'm in that clubhouse, I don't want to be here right now. Like, could we change something? Right now, it's just I'm mad at myself.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. That said, the players are certainly looking forward to the All-Star break. I'd say that's also fair to say. And I can't say that anyone can be blamed on that one. Like a nine game road trip.
I'm looking for the whole All-Star break. I'm sure you are.
Right.
I'm enjoying my trip. This is a road trip I'm glad to be on and glad to be in Minneapolis. But yeah, the All-Star break will be good. That said, we journalists don't get too much of a break for the All-Stars. We get as the draft is just around the corner. But still, it'll be good to get a few days away from the ballpark.
Nice. Well, one thing you noted as well, Don Kelly's tone is a bit quieter than Shelton's. What impact do you think that has on this clubhouse, right now in this situation?
I think it helps. I think that's a reason why it's not as bad as it was. At the end of Shelton's tenure, it seemed like everyone was terrified of making a mistake and of being the reason they lost, or of anything going wrong and it all being one player's fault. With Don Kelly, even during this losing streak, you see players playing aggressively, taking risks, attempting to steal third, that sort of thing. Even if those haven't worked out or certain things haven't necessarily gone well, players are still making those mistakes without fear that the world is going to end if it doesn't work. Or players are taking those risks without worrying that the world is going to end if it doesn't work out. You see it on the bases, you see it in the outfield, you see it just through watching this team. It's definitely a freer style of baseball, even if it hasn't led to wins. It's something that's been going on all throughout Don Kelly's tenure, and it's going on even now during a 6-game losing streak. Simply, the results haven't been there from that aggressive style of play.
I kind of want to touch on that a little more there, Colin, because we've seen like the last couple of years, and I know you weren't on the beat at that point, but Derek Shelton early on, we saw the team get really aggressive, and we saw them steal bags. We saw them just play freely, and then it flipped whenever they started losing. So do you get a vibe maybe Don Kelly's kind of has this clubhouse at a point where it's okay to fail? Or is it maybe just this is new and we're still in the honeymoon phase?
I mean, I wouldn't phrase it as it's okay to fail, but like it's okay to take risks is a little bit more like it. like for example, with Henry Davis's, he doubled, he tried to steal third, and that was something where we asked DK after the game. We're like, hey, is that from the dugout? Was that Henry? And he said that was something Henry saw. Obviously, didn't work out, but it didn't seem like Don Kelly was about to say he absolutely shouldn't have done that. That was a terrible mistake. That was low baseball IQ, anything like that. It seemed like he trusted Henry Davis to make a read and to see an opportunity to go from second to third with a contact hitter up in IKF. Didn't work out, but it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't something that was going to lead to some blow up or anything like that. It seemed like he trusted Henry Davis to take that risk, even if it didn't work out.
And would you say that's also like a notable difference potentially? Maybe a little more freedom on the players?
I'd say so. Like you mentioned, I wasn't on the beat for the majority of Shelton's tenure. I saw the beginning of this season. So I don't know if that's something that is whether this looks like 2023, 2024 Pirates or anything like that. But from the beginning of the season to now, I'd say that there is a difference in that risk taking and confidence players have with those risks.
Cool.
Love it. I mean, that's all I needed to know is that Donnie Kelly's let him run. Let's play ball, boys. Yeah. Honestly, I do think that is something that Don Kelly has brought to this point is just a little more freedom. And I'm really interested to see how he as a manager handles this adversity. Because this is really the first time in his career where you lost 6 in a row, man. How do you get out of this? Like, how does Don Kelly get this team out of this funk they're in right now?
I'm curious to see how he deals with it too. Like that's something I'm watching as well. I don't expect him to have some quippy answer of this is how we fix it. This is exactly what we're going to do. It's going to be something that he sees day to day, whether the answer comes during this series in Minneapolis, whether it comes later, whether it's like, and exactly what getting out of it means is also something I'm looking at. Obviously, if they sweep the Twins, we'll say, oh, they got out of this funk. I don't necessarily know that I'm expecting them to sweep the Twins or expecting much of like another 6-game winning streak or 9 games when they go on that homestand or anything like that. But it will be interesting to see how he responds to it, what he says, especially given that that the level of veteran leadership in this clubhouse is probably going to change in the next couple of weeks too.
Donnie Kelly's
You
going to
speak
have
of
a
the
job
veteran
to do.
leadership. And maybe kind of touching that because we've been focusing a lot on like Don Kelly, right? Where the catch is, I know Pham's not talking to you guys or much of anyone right now, it seems, right? But like, what are you seeing from the vets on this club? Because I know they've been going to go through so many issues early on this season. They had a little love fest, right? They were winning. They said it was fun. They enjoyed the crowd, right? Let's keep it up. And then immediately after that, they just went to 6 losses in a row. What are you seeing from the vets right now?
I don't have too many anecdotes from this road trip from Kansas City, so I don't have too many specifics, but I know that it's something that is going on behind the scenes, even when we're not watching, and when really no one's watching. But a quote that stuck to me is that, or a moment that stuck to me is Henry Davis talking about how Adam Frazier helped him, and I think he mentioned this during the series in Arizona earlier this year, how Henry Davis has leaned on Adam Frazier as he learns what it means to be a big leaguer and how to be a consistent guy. That's not necessarily a pairing that you'd expect too much. One's a catcher, one's a left-handed veteran infielder, outfielder. Like obviously they're both hitting, but it's different groups, different positions, different whatever. And Frazier was able to help Davis. And say Oneil Cruz, he's leaned on Tommy Pham, he's leaned on Andrew McCutchen as he learns what it means to be a big leaguer and learns the little things, how to take care of himself, how to go through infield, outfield reps, that sort of thing. I'd say that there's definitely been veteran leadership, and these guys are certainly making an impact, even if it's something that can be hard to see sometimes, but it's certainly there.
Cool.
Yeah, you did a great job covering this team right now, man. Like that, your article about the frustration, I loved it. Every ounce of it.
Thank
and
you.
like you can feel like we feel it as fans, obviously, but it's nice to see the clubhouse feel it as well, and maybe more in a way that it's not a get me out of here, as in a I need to be better or we need to be better.
Yeah, that's certainly what it feels like. And again, it is the second longest losing streak of the season, I believe, but it feels like a different kind of frustration. And I'm not trying to spin that as a positive. It shouldn't be like they're upset, they're not playing well, this is the great hope, etc. But it does feel different. It doesn't feel quite the same as it did. It seems like there is genuine caring, there is genuine want to be better. And considering where this team was, considering where this team is still, that says something.
I actually did have one more question for Bernardo. I screwed up.
Go
for it.
All right. So obviously trade deadline coming up. How do you see Donnie Kelly as a manager with a significantly younger group? Because the veterans are probably going to be gone. There's not going to be you'll have introduction. I think Adam Frazier I don't know if he'll get traded, but you're going to lose some guys. So is he going to kind of buckle it in here, or what do we see with Donnie Kelly with a young group of baseball players?
I think he does a lot of what he's currently doing. Like letting young players make mistakes is the best thing that you can possibly have as a manager when you're working with a group of young players. These guys can hopefully feel confidence to play free, be themselves, to take risks in an environment that's going to be new to a lot of different guys. I think that this is where Don Kelly, being not just a former ball player, but a relatively recent former ball player, helps, because in some ways he can take on some of the veteran leadership ways. He can show these guys what it means to be a big leaguer in the way that, say, someone who's a manager who's in their 60s, 70s, there's a generation gap, can't necessarily do. I am definitely interested to see how he manages to balance all the other managerial things with what will likely be some more teaching, some more responsibility, some more being an example. As of right now, it seems like he's been able to delegate tasks pretty well and to move into the new role without having to do what he was used to be doing as the bench coach. I remember seeing him. I remember it was in Philadelphia, where he was still hitting some infield drills as the head coach, and I was kind of surprised that he was still doing that, considering all the other different places he's pulled.
I love that, Colin. I love that.
I do love it. But as a manager, when you have so many different things to do, sometimes you need to give someone else the fungo.
No, you never give up the fungo, man.
Right before a game, this is what Chris Truby is here for. He's here to hit infield and do that sort of thing. But what I'm saying is that he's done a good job of delegating and still being able to find times to take players aside, and I'm sure that'll continue even if there are a few less veterans in the room come August. Hope that answers your question.
Love it.
You good now, Tyler?
Yeah, I feel better now.
All right.
Good. I'm glad you feel better.
I got to see my guy Colin.
That's right. Way better than Jim.
Way better than Jim.
And Alex and Noah.
I hope Alex makes his flight home. I hope he does. I know he's currently delayed in the Kansas City airport. I hope he gets home safely.
Yeah.
I just envision him just meandering the airport right now, all disgruntled.
Yeah, and he's already eaten all the good Kansas City barbecue too. So I don't know what there is to do on a several-hour layover in Kansas City that he wasn't planning for.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Man.
Could be up in Minneapolis.
It happened to a guy like Alex. Really hate that for him.
There's way too much sarcasm. We like Alex.
Man, I'm gonna lose sleep over this one. I'm telling you.
I know, right? I was like, damn, these
It's
guys
actually
don't
why
like
we're late
Alex.
tonight. I was worried about Alex.
It's good.
But anyways, no, for real, Colin, we appreciate you coming back on. Any last words you want to say before you take off? Let everyone know where they can find you at.
A lot of you guys have found me already, but follow me on Twitter, Colin_Beazley, and you can read all of my work and Noah's work at post-gazette.com. That's all I got.
Yeah, maybe skip.
We don't read Noah's work. We read yours.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Again, all the nice words on the show.
Yeah. Noah's too short to read.
But yeah, we'll let you get back enjoying your time in Minnesota. So thanks again, Colin. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, man. What a guy.
We're so mean.
Oh, we are.
As long as you're on the show, we'll love you. But if you're not, we hate you.
Oh, yeah. No, I will never be nice to Noah on the show.
That's true.
Or Alex, actually.
Right.
It is really random, though. Like, I'm just nice to Colin, but nobody else.
Colin's a good dude.
Yeah, I like him. Great guy.
That's right. Well, yeah. So
It's
seem to be
good
going well
to get some
in
Donnie
Donnie
Kelly
Ball,
vibes, though. Like,
yeah.
he's been there. Like, it's a stretch. It's not very good right now. And obviously they should be angry. So I don't know.
Yeah. Again, not shocking that
They're
they are.
just so bad. They're just so bad.
Right. But again, like you said, it's not as if you're going to celebrate of the way they're frustrated,
Right.
but it's more of like we got to do better. You know, it's like going back to the words of Paul Skenes when Shelton got fired. You know, it's like we got to do our job. We got to do stuff. Back then, it just felt like everyone knew that the writing was on the wall. Whatever, don't care. At least it seems as if they care. They just aren't doing it.
Yeah,
Again, that's also what matters.
It's not significantly different right now. Like the way they're playing right now, I think is a little bit different, but talent-wise, they're all about the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just very curious to see what, Don Kelly does with a young group, because right now he's got some veterans. He does, and they're not playing well. And I'm sure that's been a challenge to deal with as well and navigate it. Like dealing with Tommy Pham being a terrible baseball player for 2 months can't be easy to deal with. And sticking by him to the point where now he's playing well, like that's a tip of the cap to Don Kelly. So it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with it whenever it's guys coming up from the minors that you have to try to give a bats to. There's guys that aren't here to lean on. Like you got Andrew McCutchen and that's it. So we're just going to see what he does. Like I'm interested to see what he does.
True. And the flip side, you know, we gave a lot of credit to Shelton back in 2023, and it's like the same scenario, right? All the veterans left, and they had like a 2-man rotation, and how he glued that thing together and actually played well. Mm-hmm. And again, like it was kudos to Derek Shelton at a point in time. You know, a lot of vets left. He was stripped of, again, starting pitching. He had to piece together this and that. And then again, they all played well. That's what gave a lot of hope for 2024. That dissipated, and then, well, here we are in 2025. But yeah, here's Don Kelly's version of that. You know, what's he going to do after this trade deadline to kind of bridge this gap to 2026 as well? You know, when you're anticipating to be a contender, a winner of some sort. Right. Yeah. So I guess with that said, kind of flip the script here just a little bit, right? Because we're going to talk about this to some level. It is also very weird. I mean, this entire season has been weird on like every front, right? Just everywhere, it's just weird. They do things that go into record books that are just bad, right? Like the most end up being the second or third most games in a row with 4 runs or less, right? That streak, and then they do something. It's like, oh, we had like the best 6-game stretch in baseball history, right? Like they do all this crazy stuff, good and bad. They're winning at home. They have a really good record at home, and they're terrible away. The road and home splits are just awful. And I don't I don't really understand. Like, this is Jack Suwinski of 2020,
Yeah.
2 level.
Right.
You know, also, like, he always had weird stuff. And we'll talk about Jack here soon, too. But what's up with the Pirates? Like,
I don't know.
do they hate, like, they need home cooking? Is that what's going on? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I wish I had a simple answer for it. Or if I did, I'd probably be coaching the Pirates right now. I don't know. It's weird. Like, they are awful outside of PNC Park. Awful. And they're an awful baseball team, and they're even more awful outside of there. So I don't know what the reasoning is here. Like, maybe it's just more that they're not good and they're just playing good teams on the road. I'm with you, though. It's like Jack Suwinski, where it just doesn't make sense. And I don't want to poo-poo our little segment here, but, like, I don't know. Like,
I don't either.
But
it's something to talk about. It's something to add curiosity to.
It's weird. It seems weird.
Like, they're a good team. And most teams play better at home. I mean, that's just the nature of the game, right? I mean, you're at home, you usually have a better record, but it's not contrasting like this. I mean, they're the Rockies on the road, which they're not much better than Rockies as it is. But again, when you look at what they are at home as a winning team, they're winners. This team's 18 games below 500, but when they're at home, they're winners.
And
this team, yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know.
I mean, like, if someone ever wants to really dig into it, I'm sure you could find some, like, travel issues and things the Pirates do that are very cheap that you can point to and say, this is why they're bad on the road. Like, if someone ever we probably should have told Colin this. Dig into it, find out why they're bad. Because
we should have.
There honestly might be something there.
We should be talking to George from Seinfeld.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, that's
traveling secretary.
That's what it is. That's it.
But
actually, find out who that person is and have them teach hitting, and maybe that's the key to success here.
That's it.
There it is. Find the Pirates, George. We'll find the answers why they're bad on the road, but then make him the new hitting coach.
Yeah, and then just try to make them avoid Manny Ramirez no matter what.
There it is.
He throws them down steps.
I think we solved the problem.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're bad on the road, good at home. I don't know. Like, maybe it's Bailey Falter pitches at home more, and
that's something too. Like Bailey Falter, and I guess too. I'm not trying to put this all on them, right? But like that's the one thing. Like you go after these lefties because they play well in PNC Park, right? So like your Bailey Falters or Andrew Heaney's. I'm not going to like put it all on them. It's like, well, if they're away and home, that's why this team's good and bad. But there's also a reason why Pirates target these type of pitchers. But this year, again, it's this year. It's not like this happens every other year. But this year, it's really blown up these splits.
Yeah, I was going to try to
just
look
crazy.
at the splits for Bailey Falter this year. And is he terrible on the road? Do we know?
He's not good.
Okay.
He's definitely better at home. I probably should have had those available right now.
Yeah, me too, but we didn't come prepared very well.
Yeah, we didn't have the right show.
Oh, we're great. No, we can't say any more of this stuff because Jim's not here and he's going to say that he does everything.
Yeah. Anyways, I do have, so he does have a,
all right.
Yeah,
Bailey
3.25
Falter.
ERA at home, 4.43 away.
Yep.
That's Bailey Falter.
And then, yeah, I mean, that's a significant difference right there. That's probably a good bit of it. And then you throw in Heaney with it. Where's he at?
Yeah, Heaney is sitting at Heaney's a big one. Okay. So yeah, maybe Heaney's the issue. 2.53 ERA at home, 6.16 away.
Oh, there we go.
He is 3-2 at home, 1-6 away.
Is Andrew Heaney the Jack Suwinski of pitchers?
He could be 10 games away, 8 games at home. He is Paul. Actually, that's a sad part. Like Paul Skenes is still so much better than 253. He is Zach Wheeler at home, and the worst. And he's 2022 Mitch Keller away, or 2021, whenever that actually was.
I'm also really confused on why lefties are just crushing Andrew Heaney this year. Do you see this? Lefties are hitting.
They have an 847 OPS compared to 702.
It's so weird. This is a weird year, man.
It is. It's just weird. Everything is weird. Nothing makes sense except that the team's not good. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's striking out fewer lefties than righties.
Yeah.
It's been weird.
Anywho.
Wow. Well, I think we figured out why the Pirates suck.
We figured that problem too. So when the Pirates trade Andrew Heaney at the deadline, they're going to get better at the away.
Easy.
There it is. So we solved that problem.
On the Buck goes on the road.
Solve that problem. We're so good.
What's next? What's the next problem?
What is next? Well, there's a lot. We only have like 20 more minutes left.
Oh well, our guy Jack Suwinski's back.
But anyways, yeah, let's talk about Jack. Jack, I'll tell you one thing about Jack Suwinski. I forgot, for one, and I was reminded by this because of all the hate I was seeing, and I looked up and I searched, Twitter searched North Shore 9 Jack Suwinski just to see some stuff. Because actually one person said, you guys are such haters. I'm like, I don't think we've been like haters. I mean, Jim actually predicted him to be better than Brian Reynolds a year and a half ago. I wouldn't say like we're haters of him. So I searched us, and then I was reminded that Jack Suwinski was voted the most hated player on our Fanboy Award show last year, right? And then like it kind of made sense because Jack Suwinski gets so much hate. And again, like I understand that he's been really, really bad. I'm not trying to say like you people should love Jack Suwinski. I get why, but other players have been really, really bad also. And I see comments right and left, different perspectives, whatever. Even Austin Hedges, I feel like, has been more loved than Jack Suwinski at this point. When I put out the Jack Suwinski stats and just saw the comments, like, oh my God, you guys, I mean, he is, be honest, right, and be open-minded. Like, he is actually dominating AAA right now. He is. He's tearing it up right now. Put those numbers out there, and it was like, get him out of here. He sucks. I don't want to see him ever again. Shut up. I was like, damn, like, he doesn't get an opportunity on this team? Hey, I guess my point of view, and we're going to talk about Jack Suwinski is up. I'm cool seeing Jack Suwinski right now.
I'm absolutely cool with seeing Jack Suwinski. Do I think it'll work out? No. He has a 7 weighted runs created plus.
Yeah.
His weighted runs created plus is Ben Roethlisberger's football number.
He's a quarterback.
Jack Suwinski, for the last 2 years, has been a terrible baseball player. Like, borderline unrosterable terribly. If he didn't have options...
Oh, not borderline.
So long ago. But yeah, I got to see what he's got. Like, at this point, he hit AAA. And truthfully, we never really saw him hit AAA pitching. In his entire career, we have never seen this guy hit AAA level. He got jumped above AAA, went straight to the big leagues, had a decent rookie year, had a decent sophomore year, and then he turned to absolute crap. Went back down, couldn't hit AAA pitching. Now that he's hitting it, yeah, I'm a little bit intrigued, not like super intrigued at all. I think it's probably over for Jack Suwinski. I don't think there's much left there, at least with the Pirates, but I'm willing to find out for sure because the other options stink.
Yeah. So again, like that's what I want to bring up here too, because part of the hate I saw time and time again, no matter what social media app was being used. Well, this is what he does. He goes down there, he dominates AAA, and he comes up and he sucks. Well, actually, no. He's never been, every time he's been in AAA, he's been a below average hitter. Like, he's never been good down there. He's just always been bad. Now, you can say, well, then it took him 3 years to finally figure out AAA hitting. And that, okay, you know what? Like, now you might have an actual accurate point. But what is not accurate is the point of Jack Suwinski going down to AAA and dominating us and tricking us, because when he comes back up the majors, he stinks. No, he's been in the majors and he's not producing, so they send him back down to AAA to get right, and he still stinks down there. Like, that's what Jack Suwinski's MO has been. He just hasn't been good no matter where he's been the past 2 years. So, like, to your point here, what you're saying, that's what I agree with. Now, if this team was real and legit this year, like, Jack Suwinski doesn't see the time of day, most likely. Maybe he gets a call up because of a need or something, right? But, like, I'm not here saying I'm ready to see Jack Suwinski again. But this team is going nowhere. It's 18 games below 500. They're going to be, I mean, Tommy Pham's going to be gone. You know, other guys are going to be gone as well. The reason I'm saying this is the first time Jack Suwinski has played well in AAA. I mean, the guy has a 142 weighted runs created plus there. He's 12 home runs in 53 games. Like, he's producing the first time ever down there. So my point of view is, if he's not going to do it now, then he's never going to do it. But also, like, if you've had, he's still in the organization. If you're not going to give him the chance now, while he's dominating AAA, and you have an 18 game below 500 team, if you're not giving him that chance now to do this, then why is he here? Like this is what you do. You give him the opportunity to say, all right, now you've figured some things out somewhere at least. Let's see if you got anything. Because if you don't, now we have the final answer. But also, Tyler, if he has figured it out, damn it, this club needs him.
There are maybe four-ish guy, three, I'd say three guys at the major league level, and I'll say on the 40-man, that can hit 26 home runs in a year. Jack Suwinski is one of them. I'd say Brian Reynolds, Oneil, Cruz, and Jack Suwinski. Who's four? Kutch would be my fourth.
I don't even think Kutch. I mean, you're asking a lot from a 30-year-old.
That's why I reeled it down to three. So,
right.
Yes.
You're probably right.
If Jack Suwinski can figure out how to hit a baseball somehow, and I don't believe he can, but I'm willing to find out, because you don't have better options. The talent is too high to let him rot in AAA right now. And I understood doing it beforehand, like last year or so, when he's hitting 239 in AAA. Apparently, it's not working still. We haven't made a change. Whatever you were doing at the major league level, it's not working at the minor league level as well. We saw him at the major league level this year, struggled heavily, went to the AAA. For the first time ever, like you said, he hit AAA pitching. So obviously, I think something has changed a little bit there. Strikeout rate's still stupidly high, but
yeah, to me, like, it's livable. It's not. Oh, like
it's.
I'm not looking at it definitively saying, "Oh, this isn't going to translate." Just again, the numbers wise, this stuff can translate. That's where I'm at. He has a lot of things going against him, for sure. Like, it's not great, but 28% strikeout rate, like, it can't translate. If we're sitting at 32, 33, it's like, all right, like, nothing's really changed with Jack Suwinski. He's just a 26-year-old facing AAA pitching. And I just want to say here, too, like, I'm with you. I'm not here to say I don't think Jack will be that dude. All I'm saying is he should get a chance right now. It would be stupid to not give him a chance right now. The situation that you're in, this is when you find out. This is essentially his last chance. You've gotten to the place you needed to be to prove to us finally if you can do it. We are giving you the opportunity because we're not a real baseball team. So here you go. You now have essentially till the rest of the year, or if you figure out beforehand, like, okay, this ain't happening. You know, you now have that answer going to next year for sure. And it's like,
Yeah.
Jack's off the roster. Done.
And like that, and just to follow up on that, like that's the other thing. You need to know if he could turn it on somehow this year, and I'm with you. I don't think he can, but if somehow he can, you need to know. You can't go into next year the same way you went into this year, where it's like Jack Suwinski, he had a bad year last year, but we had 2 good years before that, and we still kind of believe in him. You can't go into next year thinking that, where they get a Tommy Pham.
Especially because of the season having AAA. You know what I mean? Like that's still in the back. Like if you don't bring him up and have him prove himself again here and he just dominates AAA, then it's like, well, maybe Jack can play. Well, you should have so instead of finding out again in 2026 because you've rostered and you've kept him here, right? And now something happened. It's like, oh, don't worry, guys. We have Jack Suwinski down there. You've made that answer now. You can move forward. So again, that's where I'm at. Like he's earned the opportunity from doing what he's doing in AAA right now to do it on this team. Again, we're not talking about a first place team. We're talking about one of the worst teams in baseball, especially offensively.
Is Suwinski going to be out of options after this year? I think he will be. Fangraphs has him at 1, but I think that includes this year. I can't remember exactly how they work it, but I think he's probably out of options after this year. So again, that kind of just pushes to the point of you got to find out now.
Out. We're holding Bridge to Bucktober accountable.
Yep.
They say he is, so we're saying he is. And if Ethan corrects us, we're coming after you.
Exactly.
But yes. So again, there you go. But this is all
another reason like you got to find out.
I'm fine with this. I'm fine because so who are you? Who then? Who? Like who are you just so egregiously upset about that's not seeing playing time right now? I mean, again, is it Nick York? I'm okay. If Nick York, Billy Cook, or Jack Suwinski was one called up, like I'm fine with whatever. I don't really care about whatever. I'm not going crazy over whatever. But Jack Suwinski has had chances. And he's blown them. Nick York and Billy Cook aren't proven themselves to be given a chance. Like that's the difference right now. Yes, Jack Suwinski has blown many chances, but right now he's proving I deserve to be here. Billy Cook and Nick York really are. I mean, if you squint hard enough, if you want to make the argument per se, like yes, well, more recently, Cook's playing better. Well, he has 2 home runs in the entire season too. Like he's hitting for average, but he has 0 power. Right. And York, on the other hand, is playing a little bit better as well, but kind of the same. A lot of contact, but it's not like he's hitting like 340 and just like, with the contact and less power. I mean, it's just like he's barely above league average hitting wise in AAA. So it's like, is that the guy that's going to say, yes, let's get you up here? You absolutely deserve this. It's like, I mean, Cook and York right now are just, they're just guys.
Right. And also, Jack Suwinski has done this at the major league level. True. We have seen him be an above-average baseball player in the major leagues.
He has.
On a team that has, like, 3 of them.
And granted, we had our opinions on him during that year, if this is real or not. Mm-hmm. But you can't lie. Like, he had 26 home runs. He had 2.6 WAR. I mean, he was a good player. Weird. It was weird, but ultimately it was good. Mm-hmm. Now, what happened to that, I don't know. But maybe he can rekindle some of it.
Right. And you got to find it. You got to find out.
That's it. You can find out, move the F on.
Yep. And I'm sure I'll complain about him in a week.
Well, I mean, you could have complained the very first night. when he had that meatball right down the middle and he popped it up
Yeah.
to the second baseman for like I think the final out or one of them.
Well, at some point,
could have
he
been a
might run
game
into
changer
one.
right there.
He might run into one here soon. Only at home.
And they're all back on board.
Only at home, though.
That's the one guy. If he does hit a home run, I feel like everyone on Twitter's going to go, son of a bitch. He
Right.
still stinks. Get him out of here.
Oh, I will, though. We're good.
But yeah, I just want to say, like, again, like he absolutely is the most hated person in Pittsburgh. Player. I was reminded, I guess. I did not know how hated he was. But yeah. And the other guy who was very hated and now loved, Tommy Pham. Boy, has he turned things around. Boy, has he turned things. And he talked about it, you know, with Colin on and such, you know. And kudos to Don Kelly sticking with him and whatever. And I don't know if he deserved to be stuck with, but he did. And he got the right contacts. And boy, he is good. So again, rightfully so, he was bad. He deserved a lot of what was being said and felt. Now he's good. And to some level, you got to say, you know, hats off to Tommy Pham. Like, I am happy for you. For sure.
Yeah, Jim and I talked about it last night. He's damn near as good of a baseball player as Brian Reynolds right now. And he was one of the worst baseball players of all time for 2 months. That's where we're at with Tommy Pham. And honestly, like, yes, it's definitely a knock on Brian Reynolds. He has been terrible. And he is a significant reason for why this team is bad. We do not give Brian Reynolds enough hate right now. We don't.
I mean, I feel like we talk about him almost
trash
every day.
him.
But yeah,
but at all, but he deserves every ounce of criticism leveled at him right now. He's been awful. Tommy Pham's almost as good as him at this point. And Tommy Pham, even with that being said, he's played so well that, like, it's hard to argue why he's better than Brian Reynolds right now, because he's been so good over the last month. He's been the best player on this baseball team.
This is probably the best stretch any player on this team had ever at this point. Like, even when Reynolds heated up, even when Cruz was hot.
For this year, yeah.
I don't, you know, I mean, you could argue it. I'd have to go back to look, but I don't know if anyone played this well during like a 2.5 week stretch.
Well, I mean, like, Cabrera Hayes had a couple singles.
He did have like a 14 game single streak where his weighted runs created plus was still like below 100.
To be honest, the other option is probably like that stretch Adam Frazier had there.
Frazier did have a good stretch.
Frazier
still
got hot
probably nowhere near this.
But like, that's where we're at right now. And it is nice that Tommy Pham has built himself to a point where I think you can actually get something for him at the deadline.
Since he has his new contacts, he has a 213 weighted runs created plus. Oh, actually, no, I take that back.
He's on Aaron Judge territory.
No, my bad. I didn't give him the extra day. He's got a 233 weighted runs created plus. Again, the 444 batting average. That's 50 plate appearances, by the way. 233. He's batting 444, 480, 733. Once again, in 50 plate appearances, this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 games. Tyler just dipped out on me. 13 games. He has 15 RBI and 20 hits. Like, for real. I mean, come on. Tommy Pham is just absolutely killing it right now. So that's why I say, like, I mean, he was hated. I didn't get the signing. Most of us didn't really appreciate the signing. He earned us not liking the signing. But all in all, it wasn't all him, as we learned, right? The contacts, whatever. And again, you can blame whoever you want, but like, hey, the guy couldn't get right contacts. He has an issue with his eyes. You can't really, like, that's not really a skill situation, as we're finding out clearly now. We thought it was maybe more skill. But now he has him fixed. He's been great. So again, I do give hats off to him. I am happy for him. And I do think he will get traded once again at this deadline and continue the Tommy Pham train and go to some team. Because like you said, like some team's going to want him. I mean, some team's going to want him. What you'll get in return, that's debatable. I mean, he also has a 486 babe up in this time. There's this is going to hold up. No one's expecting this to hold up, but can he be the Tommy Pham of the past few years, like the good version? I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
I think a team will give something minor to find out.
Right, like I'd be okay just taking a flyer on a bullpen arm. Like going back to when the Pirates traded for Ramos Ramirez, and they just gave up. They gave up an interesting bullpen arm. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Just give me some AA level, AAA level that can be a major leaguer.
2 weeks ago, you thought he was getting DFA'd. You weren't getting any of
Right.
him.
Like I'll take that. I don't think they're getting a lottery ticket or anything like at a lower level. Like maybe they will, but I'd be okay just getting a reliever that isn't AA. I can't remember who they traded for Ramirez, but someone among those lines. A guy that got some velo that you can see something with. Even the Vogelbach trade, like something. I know it's Holderman, but something like that, I'd be okay with.
To be honest,
I know, like they're not getting Holderman, but something along those lines.
I know Holderman hasn't worked out now, but that wasn't. There was a lot of intrigue with Holderman, and he showed why. And again, it's not working out now, but he was solid at a point. He was really, really good last year until he since then has just fallen completely apart. But like I'm with you. If you had a reliever that was going to give you like 2 years of solid pitching in the bullpen or something, like sure. Again, pretty much whatever you get from him.
No, you're not getting Majinsky. I'm just thinking of like other options, but yeah, I'd take just like a AA reliever.
Jonathan Berrios, by the way,
Jonathan. I knew it was something silly.
Who reached the majors in 6.2 innings, had a 0 ERA and a .45 WHIP.
Yeah, but
in 2015,
the stuff was there. Like you could see him as a major league reliever. Like I'll be okay with that, to be honest with you. I don't want cash considerations.
Well, I don't think it'd be cash. Yeah, I think you'd get more than that. I was going down the path of like, I mean, maybe like international money. Like you can see international dollars being thrown, and that could be it. And again, I'd be fine with that. I mean, the Pirates have actually spent they're like depleted right now. So if there's like a prospect that intrigues them or something, maybe they can use that to go after that.
But yeah, you can get creative with it.
Yeah. Again, I'm cool with that. But he will get traded, I feel like. So good for him because he's going to find his way off this team. He played his way. Jokingly, right? I think Jim was one that said it. We talked about jokingly. It's like, hey, maybe Donnie Ball is inspiring these players to play better so they can go somewhere else. Tommy Pham heard the message. He said, you know what?
I remember telling
Donnie Ball, baby. Let's go. San Diego, you guys up.
Right. Yeah. Hell, remember that whole thing? San Diego might be interested in Tommy Pham. But like you can go back. I remember telling Jim, what if he hits like 350 over the month? Dude, he's hitting 100 points higher than that. He's playing really good baseball. And he's going to fetch him something.
I think so.
And if he doesn't, Ben Cherington be better.
For the same reasons I said earlier, I like the idea of a Tommy Pham for this team. I just didn't like Tommy Pham for this team because like the veteran, like what he brings, that there's some club that's going to want.
You wanted Carlos Santana.
They want that guy. And he's performing right now. So that's also a plus. Yeah. Again, when Adam Frazier gets traded around the deadlines and stuff to go to teams, it's not trying to make it a knock on Adam Frazier, but there's value in these type of players.
There is. It's hard to find guys that can hit.
The Pirates traded Dyson back in the day for international money, and he had like 8 plate appearances, I think, with the White Sox after the trade. So again, it's like guys like Pham will get traded.
Yeah, and I think the other part for Pham is that he's playing really good defense as well. So that's going to help some of his value. He's playing really well left field. And playoff teams need a good corner outfielder defensively. And if he can hit at maybe like a little below average major league level, that's a very valuable player. Just not to the Pirates.
To a contender. Right. Yep. Yeah. So anything else you want to talk about?
Not in particular. Don't think I have much left here.
Yeah.
It's been a rough couple weeks, man. Like, they're not playing good ball. Hopefully the break's what they need. Because I just want to watch some decent baseball, or at the very least, watch some interesting baseball.
Sure. Well, we'll be getting out of here. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, they're in Minnesota, as you saw with Colin. We'll have our post-game shows. We will be back live Sunday night for our draft special. So we'll be all live during the draft. We'll see who the Pirates take at number 6. Last year they took Connor Griffin, and boy, has that worked out. The year before they took Paul Skenes, boy, has that worked out. So just saying.
2 years
Horwitz
in a row.
Is on a heater.
Not bad. Yeah, Justin Horwitz. I'm very curious to see where he goes with this year, and maybe not him, or where the group goes, I should say. But since he has been involved in the organization, the draft picks have been enjoyable.
Yeah. So we'll find out who goes number 6 to the Pirates, and that should be fun and exciting. So yeah, join us Sunday. When they go live, we'll be live. It's 8:00, right? I believe the draft is it 8?
It starts at 6, so probably 8, yeah. Like coverage starts at 6, so probably 8.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Join us for the MLB draft. We'll see you guys then, but we'll see you tomorrow as well for the post-game show. We're out of here. Like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. We appreciate you all. Bye-bye.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.